There's some nights that you put that jersey on the road, even at home, it felt like Superman. You had the S on your chest. You just felt an instant brotherhood, but the organization, the Ed Snyder way, the family, and I'm gonna make sure that, I want the fans and my teammates to respect me in the city.
Rick Tocchet, he characterizes what a Flyer is. He was a hard-nosed, rugged, carefree player that just learned how to utilize his intangibles into becoming a top-line player.
My first season, we played 11 preseason games, and I played Rick every single game. And I said, Rick, I don't know if you can play yet. I don't know if you can skate well enough. He had all the other ingredients, competitiveness and nastiness and toughness and a leader. He said, I absolutely can play, and I will play. I said, well, I'll try in game one, we'll go from there. And of course, his career was unbelievable.
I learned from Bobby Clarke, and I learned from the 1974 team, the brother that they had. And then honestly, I'll be honest with you, the fans, like just walking the streets in the 80s and 90s, the way they treated you, the way they wanted you to play the game. So they helped me actually become the player I was. And you know what, preaching teammate, like have your teammates back. I was always a big believer in that, and coming to Philadelphia just intensified what I was doing was right. Guys in trouble on the ice, help them out. If your team's in trouble, try to do something to get the team going.
He found a way of being successful through his toughness. He'd go in front of the net, nobody'd come near him, or else there'd be fisticuffs. So he learned to get his space, and he got his space because of his toughness, his competitiveness, his meanness, and then he became that much more productive.
I remember his first couple of years. He was just a rambunctious kid that, like a little puppy dog that would chase his tail around from time to time. But he'd say things on the bench, and you'd go, "What the heck is he talking about?" But he learned. He learned, and the one thing he did, he utilized his top qualities to his advantage, and that's his toughness and his character.
One day we were flying out to Western Canada. He called me, said, Mike, I want to tell you something. I said, what? He says, I can play even more minutes, and I can be a big goal scorer for you. And I said, are you sure? He said, absolutely. So he went on, obviously, to be a big-time player. He played for me for Team Canada and Canada Cup.
When I got to the Flyers, I had to work on my weaknesses. And Mike was a guy that he pushed me. He pushed me hard. I owe him a lot. He brought me to the Canada Cup as an invitee, which, you have the best of the best. Messi, Yzerman, Gretzky, Paul Coffey. So I think that's when my confidence really rose. I remember Mike said, you gotta be the best shaped guy in that camp, which I was. I developed myself into trying to hone my skill because I wasn't the most skilled guy, but I started to score more goals, confidence. But I think that going to that Canada Cup and Mike inviting me really kind of elevated my confidence. There's tough love here, right? I mean, I lived it. Once I got traded to Pittsburgh and won there, when I went to an Eagle game, it's like, yeah, you talk, hey, love you, and then you get the odd guy, hey, you suck and Pittsburgh sucks, right? But I love that. Like, I love that. I embrace that because that's just the way they are. They want to win so bad. And even if you ask players now that just got traded or signed here, it's a great place to play. So, yeah, the fan is just, it's one of the best one of the best fan bases in the league for sure. And they travel well too. There's always Flyer fans everywhere. When they tell you you've been inducted, it's humbling. I mean, it's a great honor. Bobby Clarke, Bernie Pront, the legends of the game, it really humbles you because you're like, wow, really? And so I'm really excited about it.